All right. Somebody had mentioned something about a video on how to take the magazine safety, how to disengage the magazine safety. Now, with that being said, I got to tell you, I don't remember. I had this gun for, God knows, 30, 35 years. Somewhere around there anyway, 30 years. And it's not something I do every day. And this is, my gun. I did it. And I really don't remember if I can tell you what I did. So, with that being said, I'm looking for a screwdriver. Hello? Screwdriver now, guys. Alright. Now, with that being said, I'll try to help you out a little bit because I do know that it's in the handle. And it was a removal of a spring. Now, again, because it was done so long ago, I don't remember when. Because to be honest with you, again, I really don't pay much attention to time. There's only a few things that I know for sure that I remember. And that's basically was when I got into shooting and when I started to instruct. And even that is a little touchy within maybe a year. I've done so much in my life, and I'm not saying that to brag. It's just that firearms has always been the major portion of my income. Training, that is. I've been training for 40 plus years. But by doing that and being at the range 5 days a week, it's like any other job. It tends to get tiresome after a while. So even though I continued to do it, I ventured out into other things. At one time I opened up a communication shop selling ham radios, cellular phones, and I had done that when cellular phone just started out. Back then they had the bag phone. The damn portables were, the size of 2 cigar boxes, for crying out loud. And there's only a couple of phones that were actually out there. But I had a communication shop, like I said, for 3 going on 4 years. CB radios, ham radios, police scanners, receivers, shortwave, high-end car stereos, GPSs, you name it. All right, guys, that's enough. You name it, and I was basically into it with that. Hey guys, that's enough out there. No, they're not going to listen. It's a little poodle. So, and then I actually opened up a body shop for a few years. Now, I had done that because my brother, which is 5 years younger than I, is a hell of a mechanic and body and fender man. I mean, he is a great tin man. So, he was looking for work at one point, and I had just closed up my communication shop, so I opened up an auto body shop. Give him something to do, and plus myself. I'm always looking to learn or looking to find something else to do. I was trying to break up the boredom and the monotony of being at the range every day. like I say, you guys may say, how can you be tired of being at the range? But it's like any other job. If you do it as a job, it gets to be a pain in the ass after a while, especially after 10, 15, 20 years. You know, and you're going through, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 rounds a week sometimes, you know, and it's the same spiel over and over and over again. You know, so you kind of get tired of it. You know, so you know, I had a communication shop, like I said. I had an auto body shop, you know, mechanic. My grandfather actually was a painter. He had, I mean, houses and such. He had a business. He had guys working for him. He had left that to me. So I done that for a few years. Now, I've always done a little bit of it myself on the weekends and things because I wanted to be involved. You have to be involved. And after work, I would get down and get involved. And it's something you learn. You know, the more you do, the more you learn. You know, so I always tried to stay active. That's why a lot of times my dates or my years are kind of mixed because I've been involved with so many different things, as I'm sure a lot of us have, that I lose track of time. You know, I worked for the government for 12 years, and, you know, I've trained, you know, a number of we'll leave it at that, and basically that's it. So, but anyway, this is the firearm. Now, what I'm thinking here is, by me showing you what I have, you can compare it to what you have, and you could probably figure this out because it was a simple task. I remember it. What I think it is, now here's this side of the handle. It definitely is in the handle. The conversion was in the handle. It was a spring, a removal of a spring, and it was in the hand grip behind the grips. Now, I believe it was this side, and I believe the spring was right in here, and it kind of like went up through here, this little hole right here, and went down behind this here a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about once you get it, the little screw that holds the grip on. And the spring, I believe, if I remember right, it was shaped like a G-cliff. Alright, so I think that's what it was. So with that spring also was one of the only springs, because you also have a little tension spring right here. Alright, let me see if, okay, I'm trying to keep this in focus at the same time, so, and I'm on the front side of the camera and I haven't got the lens flipped. So that spring is also something that helps hold this bar in place. So once you take that spring off, you have this little tension spring here, and the grip comes over this. So basically the grip is one of the only things that are holding this thing in play once you take that spring out of there. So you want to pay attention to that. Alright, but that's where I think it is. So I'll show you this. You can compare this to what you have, and at that point you should be able to figure this out, because like I say, it wasn't anything to where you had to be a gunsmith to figure it out. And if I even had the spring laying around, that would be a help. But again, it's been so long that I doubt it. Yeah. Now there's really nothing down inside here. So I'm almost positive it was that spring right here. And it was kind of a G-cliff type, on the music scale. So anyway, I hope that helps you a little bit. And see what happens. Yeah, I'm a believer in safeties. I'm a believer in the main safety being the one between your ears. But I also like to have a safety. I like a thumb safety. And if you have a safety, you should use it. But with that, there's a thing, in my opinion, to where there's too many safeties. If the magazine was to fall out of this in a time of need due to anxiety or whatever, I accidentally released the mag. Knowing that I have one left in the chamber is going to be helpful to me to help me retrieve the mag that I had dropped, or to reload a new mag at this point, because I still have that one round to help me. Otherwise, I got a round in the gun that I can't use. So I don't really care for the mag safety, nor do I care for a backstrap safety. None of my guns have a backstrap safety. And this is the only gun that I had and have that had a mag release safety. So I hope that helped you. So, but with that being said, we'll put this back together. And I apologize for not remembering who it was that had asked about that. I know I had gotten it in one of the comments. But I usually read my comments late at night because I keep my computer in the living room with me while I'm watching TV. I don't keep earphones in because I listen to both at the same time. However, though, it does confuse my wife. So when it comes to watching the videos, I tend to do that later after she goes to bed, so that I can turn up the volume enough to hear it, without waking her in the other room. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me. So by that time also, where I'm going with that is that most of the time it's 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning by the time I get to some of this. Not that she goes to bed that late. She goes to bed 10, 10:30. But by the time I actually start getting through some of the videos, it gets into that, midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. So by that time, you're just trying to get through some videos and comments and, replies that you forget who the hell you're replying to or who it was. I should start writing this shit down, but, again, I don't pay much attention to that. So anyway, I hope that helped you. I hope that worked. If not, let me know and I'll see if I can research it. I believe, I'm not sure, but a friend of mine had purchased one of these because he liked mine. He lives about 45 minutes from me. I can always find out if he still has it or not. I don't know. He did not take out his mag safety. But again, trying to get a hold of him is like trying to get a hold of the president sometimes. So, it may take a few weeks. But with that being said, again, I hope that helps you.